time you get to open the season up, it's always special. These guys, they work year-round nowadays, you know, to get the opportunity to play about 30, 31 games. And so every one of them, as we talk to them about, every game is special. Every game is big because it's an opportunity for us to get better. So we're excited about this Thursday and the opportunity we have versus South Carolina State.
Coach, 2 quick questions. How anxious are your players to get after it Thursday?
Well, I thought the exhibition game last week against Edward Waters, I thought that cut a little bit of the anxiety. They had a chance to get out there, play against somebody else, but they had the chance to do it in front of our fans. You know, they had a chance to smell the popcorn a little bit and get those first game jitters out. But they're still anxious to get out there and build on, you know, what we were able to do in the exhibition game.
Coach Fernandez was pretty adamant last night. Yes, it was a win, but it was not up to our standards.
Right.
We know it's important to win, but how important is it to play right Thursday?
Oh, it's super important. Again, you're not winning a championship in November or December, January or February, but you're building up to that. So being bought into the things that matter, you know, the things that go into winning, you're building those things every day, culturally and, you know, from a X's and O's execution standpoint. So to play the right way, win the right way, it all matters, you know, because you don't want to have one of those situations where you win a game, you know, in November and you think you did something, and then that same scenario pops up in February and it costs you an opportunity to win a regular season championship. So winning the right way, making sure our guys understand what that means, super important. So I feel Coach Fernandez is where he's coming from. I do.
Thank you, Coach.
Selton and Cory, 2 guys that have been here a while, really saw them excel in that exhibition on the other night. You know, 2 guys that have kind of seen their process grow. Just, you know, what'd you like out of those 2 in particular?
Well, it's the same thing I've liked, you know, all summer. They bought in. You know, they bought into the things we've asked them to do, and we were very clear with what we wanted from them. I think, you know, nowadays it's really important to give guys clarity, you know, not just from a role standpoint, but this is what'll get you taken out the game. This is what'll keep you in the game. This is what I'm looking for, you know, from you individually, because what you bring to the table, it adds this to the team. And Selton, I think, has grown. Man, he's grown a lot. Just not only being able to score, but using his ability to score to get other people easy shots. You know, for him to have 6 assists and 0 turnovers, for people who've been watching him, that says a lot about Selton Miguel. And then Cory, you know, to be able to play longer, you know, for more efficient minutes and have the effect he had on the defensive end, it was a big deal.
For some of the, you know, for these guys, I know it's early in the season, but, you know, how much do you kind of see yourself and your staff tinkering with the rotation a little bit early on as you guys trying to figure out where guys play?
Well, we don't really have to tinker with the rotation because, as I tell them, they earn the right to play. You know, we're capable of playing a lot of different ways. I'll play 5 guards. I don't care. I'm going to play 5 guys that are going to play hard. They're going to play the right way. So they decide who's in the rotation based on how they practice, based on what they're doing off the court, based on what they're doing in the classroom and study hall. All that stuff matters because we're trying to win big, not just win. We want to win big. We want to compete for championships one day. And the way we get there is by having guys that have great habits on and off the court.
Coach, what's it like having, Coach Golish mentioned having a conversation with you just being an assistant coach and being a part of a year 1 as a head coach, just to have somebody like that maybe in a different sport to bounce ideas off of or share experiences? What's that?
Oh, man, it's invaluable. It really is. You know, I try to be courteous in how I approach them, you know, having been a head coach before, and like, because some of the stuff you just got to go through on your own. You got to learn on your own, you know. And so every now and again, I might shoot them a text here or there, you know, just to keep it like, hey, man, I see this, man, stay encouraged, you know, because again, I've said this before, we live in this and work in this very microwavable, you know, environment, and everybody wants it like yesterday. And again, I just posed this question: do you guys want to win big, or you just want to win? You know, because if you just want to win, hey, we can teeter around 500 if you want to. It's up to you guys. But if you want to win big, that's a process. That takes time. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna work hard every day to get there and try to speed that process up as much as we can. But it's just certain steps you can't fix. So to be able to have him to bounce stuff off of, and you know, culturally, X and O's wise, execution wise, it's invaluable for a coach. You know, because everybody doesn't see it from our lens. You know, everybody, they got a different lens they see it through.
Coach, we saw the return of the S Rodeo yesterday.
Yes.
How cool is it going to be to have them back at Yingling on Thursday?
I think it's going to be really cool. I got to get out on campus here in the next couple of days, you know, just to make sure they're going to be there, you know, which I know they will. But I like going to the women's game last night and just seeing them there and the energy that they brought. I'm excited about it. I'm super excited about it. That's what we didn't really get a chance to feel with the exhibition game. But I tell you this, our dang on pep band, they were awesome. They were awesome.
Anything else for Coach?
Appreciate you guys. Go Bulls.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. I got practice.